Hi, I'm your GWHS Class of 1965 classmate, Sandra Barrick Bierman, and I'm proud and honored to be a part of the team that's going to be recognizing our high school's veterans of Class of 1965. We owe them so much. I pray for our veterans and their families every night, and it's wonderful to be a part of this team that is giving recognition to the service professionals from the Class of 1965. And so I want to introduce the first half of those that participated in the U.S. Army, and I have team members that will be introducing other service professionals. Donald Eugene Atkins. Donald, thank you for your service. Henry J. Arnold. Henry, thank you for your service. David Baxa. David, thank you for your service. Larry Bray. Larry, thank you for your service. Edward Buckner. Edward, thank you for your service. Butch Burnett. Butch, thank you for your service. Jerry Wayne Charles. Jerry Wayne, thank you for your service. Lee Osborne Connor. Lee, thank you for your service. Ernie Dickens. Ernie, thank you for your service. James E. Dooley. James, thank you for your service. Jerry Farrell. Jerry, thank you for your service. Roger Fries. Roger, thank you for your service. Lewis Gibson. Lewis, thank you for your service. Robert David Good. Robert David, thank you for your service. Patrick Gould. Patrick, thank you for your service. Donald Henry. Don, thank you for your service. And now another team member will continue with the U.S. Army veterans, and then others will name the other services represented. Thank you, and God bless each and every one of you and your families. Thank you.
Hello, I'm your GW High School classmate from the Class of 1965, Shirley Clifton Evans. It is my honor and privilege to introduce the rest of our U.S. Army veterans. I was friends with many of these young men and am so proud of their willingness to serve and protect our country. Johnny Hope. Johnny, thank you for your service. Doug Kendrick. Doug, thank you for your service. Bruce Kushner, thank you for your service. Michael Large. Michael, thank you for your service. John Lemons. John, thank you for your service. Ray Matthews, thank you for your service. James McKinney. James, thank you for your service. Lafayette McKinney. Lafayette, thank you for your service. David McMahon. David, thank you for your service. And David, thank you so much for keeping the Class of 65 connected. Jim Purdy. Jim, thank you for your service. Chuck Smith. Chuck, thank you for your service. Roger Tushman. Roger, thank you for your service. William Wilmoth. Billy, thank you for your service. Andy Wilson. Andy, thank you for your service. Sid S. Wooding. Sid is deceased, but we are so grateful for his service. Ronald Yeaman. Ronald, thank you for your service. May God bless you and your families. Thank you.
I'm your GW classmate, Mary Fuller McLaughlin Sessoms, and it's my honor and privilege to introduce our United States Army National Guard veterans. Bland Aaron, thank you for your service, Bland. Seward Anderson, thank you for your service, Seward. Steve Bradford, Steve, thank you for your service. Kenny Brooks, thank you for your service, Kenny. Tim Bruce, thank you for your service, Tim. Doug Colbert, Doug, thank you for your service. Harry Gentry, Harry is deceased, but how grateful we are for his service to our country. Lawson Grant, Lawson, thank you for your service. Richard Johnson, thank you for your service, Richard. Miller B. Jones, Miller B., thank you for your service. Harry Link, thank you for your service, Harry. Bill McCubbins, Bill, thank you for your service. Doug Scott, Doug, thank you for your service. Bert Sparks, thank you for your service, Bert. Tommy Slayton, Tommy is deceased, but how grateful we are for his service to our country. We just thank you, each of you, for your willingness to stand up and step out for our country. We're so grateful. God bless you all.
Hi, I'm your GWHS classmate of 1965, Margaret Anna Smith McMahon. It is my pleasure to name our U.S. Navy veterans and thank you for your service. Larry J. Barber, and some of you may remember him as a major defensive football player. Thank you, Larry, for your service. Robert K. Hawkins. And I remember Robert being such a good singer. I hope he is still singing because he was in the state choir. Robert, thank you for your service. Patton Jennings, deceased. Thank you, Patton, for your service. Leon Jones. Leon, thank you for your service. Robert Bobby Kello. Thank you for your service, Bobby. Edward Troy Lewis. Troy, thank you for your service. Glenn Lovelace. Glenn, thank you for your service. Bill Payne. Thank you, Bill, for your service. Eddie Reynolds. Thank you, Eddie, for your service. Henry Keith Rimmer, deceased. Keith, thank you for your service. Bill Shelton, a very close friend who has close ties to my hometown of Ruffin. Thank you, Bill, for your service. Elvin Worley. Elvin, thank you for your service. Anchors away, my friends. I also want to introduce and thank our Peace Corps volunteers, Melinda Agee. Melinda, thank you for your service to the Peace Corps. Carla Yates Bremer. Carla, thank you for your service to the Peace Corps. And thank you to all of our classmates for the service to our country.
Hi, I'm one of your 1965 George Washington High School classmates, Becky Crutchfield Smith. It's my privilege and my honor to be able to recognize some of our classmates who were veterans of the United States Air Force. Chipper Collish. I remember Chip even in elementary school, and just a kind, outstanding guy. Chip has since passed away. We thank Chip for his service. Jerry Clifton. Jerry, thank you for your service. Michael Coleman. Michael, thank you for your service. Stephen Lee Cook. Steve, thank you for your service. Craig Cudworth. Craig, thank you for your service. Don Dameron. It's been just a pleasure to be able to reconnect with Don and his beautiful wife at some of our luncheons that we've had here at home. And Don, we thank you for your service. Dennis Edwards. Dennis has since passed away. Dennis, we certainly thank him for his service. Tom Evans. Tom has been a long-term friend and neighbor of mine. After high school, he attended the United States Air Force Academy. Tom, thank you for your service. Cecil Foster. Cecil, thank you for your service. Bill Hankins. It's been so good to have a friendship with Bill and his wife as members of the Danville life-saving crew, and on occasion as we've been able to gather together as classmates here at home. Lee Harris. Lee, thank you for your service. Michael Jones. Michael, thank you for your service. Walker Lee. Walker has since passed away, but we thank Walker for his service.
Hi, I'm Carter Jordan Thompson, your George Washington High School Class of 1965 classmate. I have the privilege of introducing the remainder of the U.S. Air Force veterans from our class. I have a very soft spot in my heart for the U.S. Air Force because my dad was a U.S. Air Force veteran, and I heard a lot of stories growing up, which I loved. David Leonard. I remember David as being such a nice young man. I had homeroom with him a couple of years and really enjoyed getting to know him. David, thank you for your service. John Lewis. I had the privilege of having several classes with John over the years and really enjoyed my time of getting to know him also. John, thank you for your service. Bill Newman, deceased. Bill, thank you for your service. Jim Purdy. I didn't know Jim in high school, but I've gotten to know him in the past few years with our GWHS luncheons and have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know Jim. Jim, thank you for your service. Bill Scott. Bill, thank you for your service. Nathan Stevens. Nathan, thank you for your service. Ken Talley, another great guy whom I had the pleasure of knowing during my junior high and high school years. Ken, thank you for your service. Harry Teague. Harry, thank you for your service. James Lee Weaver. James, thank you for your service. Jesse Wilson Jr., deceased. Jesse, thank you for your service. Vance Yarborough, deceased. I first met Vance in junior high school, and he was just another great guy with a wonderful sense of humor. Vance, thank you for your service. Bob Young. I've known Bob since we were probably in kindergarten and all the way through school. Bob was a nice young man also and just had the best manners, and thank you, Bob, for your service. This completes our U.S. Air Force veterans for the GWHS Class of 1965. Again, thank you, everyone, for your service.
I am Peggy Moyer Perry, a member of the GWHS Class of 1965. I have the privilege and honor of recognizing our 1965 GWHS classmates who have served in the Marine Corps. John Edward Barker. John, thank you for your service. Michael Bower. Michael, thank you for your service. Vaughn Cannon. Vaughn, thank you for your service. Vaughn always had a great sense of humor that made us laugh. Vaughn, I hope you shared your sense of humor with your fellow Marines. Eddie Coleman. Eddie, thank you for your service. Jimmy Fralin. Jimmy, thank you for your service. Bill Norton. Bill, thank you for your service. Clyde Raines. Clyde, thank you for your service. Dewey Rutledge. Dewey is deceased, but we are very grateful for his service to our country. Mark Sneed. Mark, thank you for your service. And Donald Wynn. Donald is also deceased. Donald, we are very grateful for your service to our country. This completes our recognition of the Armed Forces veterans who were members of the GWHS Class of 1965. Again, we thank all of you for your service and all you have done for our country.